If you are tired of lag, stutters, and low FPS in Fortnite, then this video is exactly what you need. Today, I'll show you the absolute best Fortnite game user settings to maximize FPS, reduce input delay, and give you the smoothest gaming experience ever. Trust me, after applying these settings, your game will feel faster, more responsive, and insanely smooth. So before we jump in, smash that like button, make sure to subscribe, and let's get straight into it. To begin, open your search bar. Type %local app data % and click OK. This will open a folder. Now press the F key on your keyboard to quickly find a folder, or scroll down until you see Fortnite game. Open this folder, then go into Saved, then Config, and then Windows Client. Inside, you will find a file named GameUserSettings. Right-click on this file and choose Properties. In the Properties window, look for the Read-Only checkbox under the Attributes section. Make sure this box is not checked. If it is checked, uncheck it, then click Apply and OK. Now you can open the file and start making changes. Scroll down through the settings and find Motion Blur. Make sure this is set to False. Some settings may be easy to understand, while others might be confusing. For example, Show Grass should also be set to False. This may seem strange since it removes visible grass, but trust me, it helps with performance. Some settings don't make a big difference but are still worth adjusting. For example, Show FPS should be set to True if you want to see your frame rate. Meanwhile, GPU crash debugging should be turned off by setting it to False. Similarly, Stop Rendering in Background should also be set to False. Now, let's adjust Latency Tweak 1 and Latency Tweak 2. Set the first one to False and the second one to 0. These settings are related to Nvidia reflex latency or low reflex latency technology. This feature is made for GeForce RTX GPUs and G-Sync monitors to reduce delay and improve response time in games. It measures and adjusts system latency to make frame rendering faster. However, since we are using performance mode, this setting can't be turned on directly in the game. Instead, you should enable it through your Nvidia control panel. Next, set anti-aliasing to off. Then, for temporal super resolution quality, set it to custom. You need to type custom manually because it allows you to adjust other related settings. This setting is connected to DLSS quality, which is usually available in DirectX 11 or DirectX 12. However, I'm not completely sure. For those who don't know, DLSS, Deep Learning Super Sampling, is mainly used with ray tracing, which is an RTX-only feature. If you have a lower-end GPU, these settings won't help you. To get better performance, set DLSS to 0 and Nanite to False. Turning these off will prevent FPS drops and make the game run more smoothly. Now let's adjust energy-saving modes. Set all of them to False. If power-saving options are turned on, the game will limit its performance to save energy, which is not good for competitive gaming. Display gamma. Leave this at the default value to avoid unnecessary FPS drops caused by incorrect gamma settings. Once you've made all these changes, save the file and make read-only check to prevent Epic Games from overwriting your settings. Alright guys, now you need to download the Fortnite Performance Pack from my website. The download link is in the description. This pack contains important optimizations that will help fix input lag and improve game performance. Once you've downloaded the pack, open the Registry Optimization folder. Inside, you'll find multiple registry files. Install them one by one on your PC. These registry tweaks ensure that your system prioritizes Fortnite, giving it more resources for better performance and reduced lag. After installing the registry files, go back to the main folder and open the Fortnite priority folder. These registry files are designed to adjust how your CPU prioritizes Fortnite. If you're on a low-end PC, use the normal priority file. For mid-end systems, choose the medium priority option. And for high-end PCs, apply the high priority file to maximize performance. Make sure you select the appropriate file based on your system specs for the best results. Now install the Unpark application. This tool helps optimize your CPU usage for gaming. After installation, you may need to right-click on the application and select Run as Administrator to give it full access. When you open the application, it will show whether your CPU cores are parked or active. Parked cores are not fully utilized, which can negatively impact performance, especially during gaming or demanding tasks. To fix this, click on the Unpark button in the application. This will ensure that all CPU cores are fully active, improving system performance and reducing input lag. Once done, your PC will be better optimized for a smoother and more responsive gaming experience. Alright guys, now we're going to change some important Nvidia settings to help reduce lag and stutters in the game. First, right-click on your desktop and select Nvidia Control Panel. Once it opens, go to Adjust Image Settings with Preview. Choose Use My Preference, emphasizing, and move the slider all the way to Performance. This setting prioritizes speed over visual quality, helping you get more FPS. After that, click Apply to save the changes. Next, switch to Use the Advanced 3D Image Settings and click Apply again to make sure the settings are properly updated. Then, click Take Me There. This will take you to the Manage 3D Settings tab where you can fine-tune your GPU settings for Fortnite or any other game. Here's a detailed breakdown of what you need to adjust. Image scaling. Turn this off to prevent unnecessary rendering and improve performance. Ambient occlusion. Set this to off. It improves shadows but can lower FPS significantly. Anisotropic filtering and anti-aliasing. Turn all these settings off to reduce the load on your GPU. Background application. Max frame rate. Set this to off, so background apps don't use extra GPU power. CUDA GPU select all, so your system can use all available GPU cores for better performance. DSR factors. Turn this off to prevent unnecessary downscaling that can impact FPS. Low latency mode. Set this to on to reduce input lag for a more responsive gaming experience. Avoid using Ultra, as it may cause instability. Max frame rate. Keep this off. If you need to limit FPS, do it in the game settings instead. Multi-frame sampled AA MFAA. Turn this off for the best performance. OpenGL rendering GPU. Set this to your specific GPU, not auto, to prevent performance issues. Power management mode. Choose Prefer maximum performance to keep your GPU running at full power during gameplay. Preferred refresh rate. Set this to highest available so your game runs at your monitor's maximum refresh rate. Shader cache. Set this to unlimited to improve long-term performance by reusing compiled shaders. Texture filtering. Anisotropic sample optimization. Set this to on for faster rendering without affecting quality. Texture filtering. Negative LOD. Bias, set this to allow to improve texture clarity in some cases. Texture filtering quality. Choose high performance to prioritize FPS over image quality. Threaded optimization. Set this to auto. You can experiment with this setting on a per-game basis to see if enabling it improves performance. Triple buffering, turn this off. It's not needed unless you use V-Sync, which isn't recommended here. Vertical sync. V-Sync, set this to off unless your FPS drops below 60. If you have unstable FPS, you can enable it. Once you've made all these changes, click Apply to save the settings. These optimizations will help your system run at peak performance, giving you a smoother and more competitive experience in Fortnite and other games. So, guys, that was today's video. Hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. Bye.